Hi there, welcome to another day in Minecraft 1.13 Survival. My name is Shadow C and this is episode 16. And today we're going to try and get the villagers up into those chambers right there in my iron farm. So I prepared here some gear. At first I was going to use rails and some redstone to just get the villagers in Minecraft. But then I realized I have a village that is floating right there in the ocean. So boats and water elevators will be just fine. So I have my soul sand here. I have some stained glass and some regular glass to build some sort of elevators. And I'm just going to be using boats and try to, get the villagers to join me into one of the boats and then just drive there and make them go. But the thing that I need to prepare first here is some sort of upwards going elevator into probably one of the sides of this chamber, maybe right here. And I'm gonna bring 2 villagers there. We need 4 in each of the chambers. So what I'm hoping is that then I can get some potatoes, and for that I'm probably gonna need some sort of very basic farm. And give them some food and have them reproduce here inside the chamber. And then I'm not sure if I either go and look for more villagers over there in the village that is over to that way, or maybe just build some corridors and try to get the villagers to go to the other 4 chambers. I'm gonna, improvise as I go there. So I need to get, I figured the way I do this, I don't really have the exact block, but let's say it's this one. And I just place a block of soul sand right here and get the bubbles. And then, maybe I can just start with dirt just to make myself some sense of where I am. That's right. And then let's build a small platform right here. And let's use glass only because I want to be able to see what's going on. And let's check this out. Let's see if the glass goes where I need it to go. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. So the idea which pickaxe is this? This is the siltage. Oh my god, that's nearly done. Okay, I can repair them with diamonds. All right, so I haven't done the roof yet, so that's a good thing. So maybe I can just go up to here and have the villagers nudge over with the boat. I'm going to improvise as I go. I think I can have water up to this level and then push, drive with the boat inside and then look for a way of getting out of here. So I'm gonna build the elevator here and then I'm gonna go up there to the village to get some villagers for the thing. All right, so I managed to build a very beautiful water elevator with assorted blocks right there. And I was preparing myself to test it. So in theory, so let's get into this small platform. I can place a boat here, ride the boat, and if I go inside this thing, as you can see, there's soul sand. Well, you cannot see right now, but there's soul sand at the bottom, and then there's all water sources that I actually planted some kelp, which you can see they're floating at the top, so that I can convert a lot of water blocks into sources. And that's the easier way, to build some stream of water upwards. So I'm going to go inside with my boat. And okay, so already I'm seeing that that's not, I'm trapped here. All right, so that's not working as expected because the boat goes up before. All right, so I guess that's not working unless I try again. So if I go really fast right here, no, I get trapped here. So excellent. So I'm gonna have to rebuild this only using water panes all the way up. So I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, I fixed the elevator there. I replaced it with glass panes so that you can climb up with the boat. And actually had to make a modification up there and had the water source becoming too wide and spilling inside the chamber so that I can maneuver my boat. I actually have to enter through here, this side right here, the inside outer side of the elevator, and then somehow make the boat jump up and down until I ride the water stream and I was able to come inside with my boat. So now we are ready to head for that village. And if I remember correctly, the village was all the way a few, I think like 500 blocks over that direction, actually that direction, well, the other direction, because my webcam is not mirrored. And there you go, there you have it, that's the village right there. So it's a long ways away, but it's in the middle of the ocean, it's actually floating. So that might make our job easier. Anyways, if I see that the trips are too long and getting the villages up in the boat water stream elevator is too hard, I might just change my strategy and just build some rails, because I know that there's another village in the desert that is much closer to my spawn house or base. So that's probably the other approach that I can take. But for now, I'm just gonna try and find some village, nudge it inside my boat. All right, so there you are going to be, this is a leather worker. Yeah, not a very good one, so you're gonna be fine for our iron farm. Just why you don't want to move? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to remove that door. There you go. There, oh, come here. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's proving to be harder than I thought. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay. So what I need to do, this is not working, this is not gonna work obviously. I need to get my boat. Did I get it? Yes, I think so. There are many villagers now that they left their homes. They wanna know what's going on. So if I get a boat here, actually, there you go. And I got the guy. Let's see. Yeah, you're riding with me. That's really cool. So let's go for a ride. This is actually a cleric, which it's a big loss, I guess. So let's not drop here. Let's go up this, and we're in the water. That's perfect. So now I just need to make the trip back and drop the guy into its chamber, and that's perfectly fine. He's gonna be happy. It's not slavery or anything. Just a disclaimer for the video, and yeah, we are heading there. All right, so we are here at our elevator facing the right direction. My guy is here with me. You can look at him. Hey, look at the camera. Okay, I think he's a little upset because of his fate, but we're gonna try it. So let's see if this works the way we've done it. So, okay, so we need to wait now until it jumps and try to position ourselves right there, and let's go in, and there you go. Look at that. That's amazing. And I'm stuck for some reason. Let's just remove, let's get the boat. Oh, what's going on here? There you go. Okay, perfect. So you are here. Thank you so much. Now it's time to get the other guy, and hopefully he's not going to be able to climb up, because this is a downwards going water stream. But that's awesome. I'm really happy. And what are you, by the way? Oh yes, you're a cleric. So I might exchange you later for someone else. Anyways, all right, so we're back here with our two villagers fellows, very cozy here in the center of the chamber. That's one of the things that Dockem farm was saying, that we need to get these guys in the center. I think glass, if I put glass here in the roof, it's not gonna be very safe, because thunders can still hit these guys. So I'm just gonna top it off with more of these slabs. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and give these guys some bread, or try to. Let's see if they pick it up. All right, and check out if they reproduce, because if they do, I'm just going to be able to build some roads around and nudge these guys into their chambers. Now, would you look at that? They just made a little villager, and it seems it's going to be a librarian, which is so good. I'm even thinking of using these chambers. I'm not sure how practical that would be, but using these chambers to actually get our village reproducing in here, because they seem to be working. Anyways, I'm going to wait here a little bit more, see if they make another one, another baby. And if they don't, I just going to have to build a small wheat farm, I guess, or potato farm. So I said that I needed a lot of iron to complete my automatic storage system down there. So I built that thing, which is an iron farm. For that, I need villagers. So I built a water elevator, temporary water elevator to bring my villagers into the chambers. But now if I want to make them reproduce, I need tons and tons of food. My friends tell me 4 stacks each, or maybe maybe it will be up to 8 stacks if I can properly speak English. For that, I'm gonna build a very small semi-automatic wheat farm somewhere over here, which is probably the place it's gonna get. Now, eventually I wanna have villagers managing my food farms, but for now, since I don't have the capability, I'm just gonna do a very, very easy to make wheat farm, which is gonna work. Well, actually I should start with some other type of block, but basically we're gonna have items dropping through a water elevator that's going to be zigzagging down here, and I'm gonna take them into a hopper and store them somewhere in a storage system over to this place. So this is where the farm is gonna be. So maybe I can do this 16 blocks long. Okay, so I have here, this is the blueprint of how, you know, wide the wheat farm is going to be. This is going to be a semi-automatic. It's going to be a water flow here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get some water going into my buckets and just leave the flow as I need to. So one going here and then another one going here. So this is going to collect all of the wheat coming down, and I think seeds as well come down. So I'm going to have a water elevator right here and then a set of filters that are going to make this be stored into 2 rows of chests somewhere around this place. So that's the plan. All right, I finished or almost finished the second floor of this farm, and as you can see, I'm testing here with one source of water right here. So this is where I'm accessing the different floors of the farm through these stairs right here, or ladder rather. And then I enter through here. I had to add a fence gate so that the water wouldn't spill into this source block right here. And then I can access the different modules of each of the floors and plant them manually. And the good thing that I was able to achieve here as I was planning, so just with this sort of block structure right here, not this one, that's temporary actually, I can have the water flowing downwards and then continue to spill all the way through all of the floors in a zigzag way up to the fence gates that are open right there. And so that creates a effectively, oh, and I don't have my items. Where are the items? Okay, that was supposed to give me some items. Oh, right. So the items are here because I need more sources. So I need all of these basically to be water sources so that all of the items get pushed into the packed ice right here and then down into this funnel, and then they get into a water elevator that I'm going to build right here in this place. So that is the concept of the farm basically working. So I just need to finish this and check it out. So regarding the light level, I'm sure this is not optimal, but I have seen some growth at night. So for example, close to the torches, it does grow. So maybe what I can do is, since I have some space here that is not going to be occupied by either me or, or the water, I can probably just place more torches to the back and make this a little bit better. Although I'm going to have to figure out a way of illuminating the front of the farm. If I had, for example, glowstone, this would be much easier to do because I could just place, one piece of glowstone right here in the middle. It wouldn't be affected by the water. It would be just one less crop, but it would ensure that everything was growing during the 24 hours a day. And that might just be what I do, because with one piece of glowstone in each of the floors, plus the torches around, we can just solve the issue of illumination here. So yeah, I'm going to finish all of the, the rest of the farm, just one more floor because I don't have, much more of the seeds, and complete this thing and make it manual because I think I just want to manually activate it with a lever. I don't want to have a clock because that's going to even make it less, efficient. because this is random, and I just want to have them all grown into wheat before I pull a lever, maybe just right here besides the access point. So yeah, that would be the way to go. Alright, so this is the third floor all completed with some glowstone down here. I was testing the dispensers that I used to power up this farm, so I'm gonna just use a very simple button. I could use something else, like maybe with the pulse length of this button I could hook it up with an observer. I'm going to actually try that later. But as you can see, what I'm testing right now is that the water flows all the way down to the last floor. You can watch it there, and then it will be able to push all of the items down into this water stream. But what I was experiencing earlier, as you can see, I have some wheat in my hands and some seeds, is that, oh my god, those farm drops are flying everywhere. They're jumping away from every single visible hole in this farm. So what I'm going to have to do is just, you can see one seed still sitting here, another one here. Anyway, so what I'm going to have to do is just enclose all of these, maybe with glass panes would be fine, and then I will have to illuminate this entire thing with glowstone. Even though I don't have, I'm gonna have to go to the nether for some glowstone gathering. Look at the drops all over the place. And so illuminate this with glowstone, because that's probably the only way I can make this farm, fairly efficient, or as efficient as I need to. Oh my god, would you look at that? What? It's 5 villagers in this chamber. That's absolutely awesome. Which one of you? Let me see. Sure, you're one of the leather workers. Is that a nitwit, right? And then we have a farmer somewhere. Nope. Leather worker. Leather worker. Wow. Anyways, this is really good news. That guy's a librarian. I think the one in this guy over there is a farmer. I don't want to jump in because I'm not going to be able to get out. But yeah, this is excellent news. So that means that I'm going to be able to relocate these guys into the other chambers as they reproduce here in this one. I will be providing them with more food over time. But what is not good news is that farm over there. So, ouch. Okay. So that farm is an absolute failure, and I'm gonna show you why. I put some glass, on all of the sides of the farm so that I wouldn't lose items. The problem is that because of the way the water is flowing, and I know I'm missing something here because I know this is possible, but I don't want to waste too much time into this one. So I removed this thing over here. I was going to place some pressure plates because I'm also having trouble with the items not going over the ice. And I think the problem here is the difference in height. This is a full block and this is not a full block. So that's why the items get stuck right here in the edge. So that's one problem of the farm. The other problem of the farm is that when the water comes straight down from this part right here, there are many items, actually entire stacks of items that get stuck in this block because there is no water flowing in this block. So I think what you need to do is actually break, the blocks over here, give them some space, and maybe create some form of flowing mechanism from the back here of the farm. But I'm not going to do any of that because I actually went on and researched the wiki a little bit, and it turns out it's really easy to build a wheat farm based on a villager. So I'm gonna go into a creative world real quick now, and I'm going to try some concepts. I know I could just watch a tutorial, but let's be fair, I want to create my own little wheat farm concept and get over with it. I think I can do it multiple floors with minecarts with hoppers. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with that. So I did a little bit of research and I came up with this farm design, which is working like a charm. As you can see, it generates wheat and wheat seeds, and the concept is really simple. Really, I thought this would be much more complex. So we have a farmer right there, which is farming all of the crops, planting the seeds and farming the wheat. But as you can see, he lays down the wheat. It's like standing there in the floor. He can't pick it up, and the reason being is that I just stock him up with 8 stacks of seeds, When you do that with a farmer, he will keep doing his thing, but he won't have space in his inventory to pick up either the seeds or the wheat. So that means that we can have a minecart right here going underneath to pick up all of those items. And why is that so? Well, it's because the farmland is not an absolute height block. It's not 100% height. It has just one less pixel, which means that any item that is sitting right there can be picked up by a minecart with hopper. So this is basically how it works. And another thing to point out, this could be maybe a little bit closer to the structure. And then if you want to have several floors of this, you can just go on, adding, mine carts and rails right here on top of. Actually, let me just try. Yeah, you can't put rails on top of glowstone, which is an issue. So you need another layer of something, some structural block, and then you can do your multiple floors, and then you just basically will have a line of hoppers going sideways. So this hopper will be facing sideways, and then a line of hoppers going down into the final chest. And as you can see, I have, more than a stack already. And by the way, it's a new day, and you may or may not have noticed several things in the layout of my screen that you can see right there. So right there above me, you can see that I have updated the logo with the official logo for Update Aquatic. I will be updating to 1.14 at some point, not just right away, because I want to make that iron farm work and at least give me, I don't know, a couple of chests or maybe 3 or 4 double chests of iron. And then maybe I'll update and I'll see what can I do with that design to make it work again, but it's going to be much slower. And then one other thing which is really important, I have changed my Twitch username. It's now Shadow C Plays to reflect the branding that I've been going on with this new YouTube channel. So if you want to go and watch my live Twitch, I usually stream on Tuesdays and maybe Saturdays, although this Saturday I won't be on, so it's going to have to be Sundays maybe. But yeah, I want to be able to have somewhat of a regular schedule for you to watch me live streaming, mostly on the Prototech server, which I am now a member of, and maybe sometimes, as I did last Tuesday, I think, in my own survival world, where you can watch me do, all of the grinding, and maybe you can join and leave a word and chat and stuff like that. But you should know that if you go to the old Twitch channel, you are not going to be able to find me. You're going to have to go to Shadow C Plays, which is the new address for Twitch. So if I remove these blocks right here and put a pressure plate, we have access to what is the second chamber here in the farm, and I've made this tunnel going all the way, and that's how I intend to hopefully get 2 of the villagers from here over there so that they can reproduce. And that fellow seems to be quite a valuable one, actually. Sweeping edge. I wonder how the next levels will be, but anyways, I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to build a villager breeder later. But that's how, for example, with the water current here, and if I nudge, let's try with one of these. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Okay, not cooperating, but at some point, okay, so he's jumping and hitting his head with that block. So, oh, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, so now I broke that one, and he should be able to go, right? Come on. Okay, I sense that is going to be a very, very difficult task to do. But eventually I'll get some of these guys to go over there. And there you go. Just as I stopped recording, I got one of them to go over, and I just put this thing here, which seems to be stopping the rest of them. And now I just have to push him and hopefully get him on the other platform. I might use just a minecart or a boat just for the sake of being able to transport him at will. Actually, yeah, I don't have any right now with me, but if this proves to be too difficult, I might just go ahead and do that. But yeah, that seems to be pretty straightforward. Now I need to somehow push him into the center of that chamber, because the water currents are going to do its job. And there you go. Now I have the guy is virtually trapped there. He's not going to be able to go too far. So, oh, and they are already breeding over there. That's so awesome. That is awesome. Which are the ones who are breeding? These 2, I think. So that means I can get you out of here. So 4 is the number of villagers that you want in each of the chambers. And I forgot to get rid of this block, which is effectively preventing them to go. So let's snatch them again. They're still showing hearts. I don't see the baby villager yet, but that might just happen anytime. Wait, are you breathing? You breathing right now? No, you guys are. Wow, you're all breathing. Oh my god. Okay, I shouldn't show this to children, I guess. Oh my god. All right. All right, I have now completed this farm. I have all of the chambers here without at least 2 villagers. There are 2 here, and let's see, there are 4 here or 3 here, and then 3 and 3. So that's good. They might not have enough food to reproduce up to the number 16, which is the magic number at which iron golems start spawning here. So we have 3 here. There's 1 child over there. We'll see. If that is the case, I have started to run that farm over there manually. You can see that right there with zoom. I have planted it out, and it's giving me some wheat, and that's probably is going to be enough bread for them to reproduce if they needed to do so. So that's why I just kept this water elevator right here. I'm not taking it out yet because it's a good service ladder for me to access to the top of this farm. Now, no mobs can spawn anywhere in this farm, not in the glass, not in the slabs right here, not in the water. So only the iron golems is the stuff that is going to go down that hole over there. So I'm going to work now in the collection chamber, which is going to be, oh, would you look at that? We have golem spawning already. Wow, that's amazing. All right, so I don't need 16, but maybe 16 gets the rates higher. But yeah, we're having some iron stuff going now. And this guy, I wonder if they're going to fight. I like to see that. Are you gonna fight each other? Ah, maybe not. Anyways, what I was going to say, I was hoping they will give me enough time to build a hole here, you know, cover it up with bricks, and then have them slowly travel into a chamber underground right over there. And then I think I'm going to do, and look at that, they're fighting already. He's kicking it out of the island. That's awesome. Come here and face your fate. Anyways, wow, another one. Wow, oh, those are amazing rates, man. Wow. Anyways, thanks Docem, that farm is really working. Now the reason I want to get them up to there is because that will allow more golems to spawn. So for example, if I have 2 or 3 down here, it probably means that no golems are going to spawn up there because they count for the cap. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do right now, and that's going to mean that this project is going to be finished, and I'm going to be able to AFK and get poppies and iron. Alright, so it's finally all completed. So this is the iron farm. We have still to breed some villagers. I'm slowly giving them food so that we can have 4 in each of the chamber. Right now we have 3 in each and 2 here, but this is already working. So the golems are going to fall into this chamber. I had to open up this hole. I'm still having trouble with some of the golems getting stuck here in the ice, so I'm going to revise this design and make it so that every single one of them can fall through the hole right here. Then they go through all of this corridor. They get stuck in the lava right here. So right now they are dying before they reach the end. So I'm going to change again the length of the lava so that I can use this as an XP grinder as well. And so then we have a line of hoppers collecting all of the items, getting them into that dropper right there. This is a dropper clock or a comparator clock, where they will be taking up this elevator right here and then into this hopper line with a couple of filters. And so finally, if I get out of spectator, let's go to survival again, we can have a row of chests for iron. I already have 30 iron ingots, actually more than a stack, because I've used all of the iron that I needed for the hoppers in the back. While I was building this thing, golems were getting here and the iron was being collected by me. And also I have some poppies, which they are useful for some of the dice in the game, so I'm going to collect them as well. Of course I need to tidy this all up, and maybe another row of chests I'm going to make here so that I can come here, get all of the iron, craft the iron blocks and store them here manually. This needs to be relocated to a place where it's nice and clean. And then of course I need to make a better entrance for this, so maybe some form of, I don't know, something, some very small building here in the shore sorry, where I can then climb down in the chamber right there. And as you can see, the wheat farm is still the old school semi-automatic. I've been using that to slowly get the farm. As I don't have any, I think I don't have any of the farmer villagers in any of those chambers. So what I need is maybe come up with some villager breeder, which needs to be, I think, 124 blocks away from that contraption right there for it to work. So maybe, I don't know, I will have to do it somewhere over the ocean right there in the air. So, because, you know, of course I want to have the villager chamber. But that has been all for this long episode. I'm sorry this took a little bit longer than expected, but I guess it was fun. We finished the Iron Golem farm, which is something very, it was much harder than I anticipated. We created one little version of some of the farms that I want to have over to this island. I'm going to be working on the tree farm because it's really hard for me for now to get any wood, and I have almost none of that. But yeah, I hope you all liked this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel for some more Minecraft. Expect some very nice special videos coming with some really interesting shaders very soon. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you get notified when those videos come up. I need to fix my armor. I'm gonna go away and do that, and you know, while you guys continue with your life, I'm gonna keep playing Minecraft. And yeah, until the next video, see you then.